What's up guys, macadii here, and today guys, a brand new episode of our moveset and strategy series. Well, what we're going to be doing is having a look at Xurkitree, having a look at some of its strategies, how you can use it, and what you can use with it to work, for greater effect. And then we're going to be going into some of the potential sets and things like that you guys could be running, going from sort of the more standard sets at the start, and we're going to sort of move into some more alternative, and then finally maybe arguably meme sets to finish up from there. So if you guys are excited and enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like down below. I would really appreciate it. Really supports these sorts of things. So Xurkitree is a very scary mon, and one that I've absolutely loved using so far. I'm a big volt turn guy, so having something that can hit really hard with those volt switches is absolutely fantastic. So in terms of the stats, it's got sort of fairly okay bulk, like 83, 71, 71's, pretty much fine, but you're not normally going to be investing too much into that. The thing that catches your eye though is that huge green bar along there, that base 173 special attack, which means with investment you're going up to 445, which is just absolutely insane. 83 speed is sort of meh, it's okay, but it's acceptable enough for a Scarfer, like for example this example set here. So yeah, it's not bad at all. So the main point of getting Xurkitree to work is you need to have a team that allows you to be able to get rid of any ground types and electric communities. So in terms of teammates, I would definitely recommend Tapu Bulu is one that I've had great success with because he is able to switch into a lot of ground types, really put the pressure on, especially the choice banded set, and as soon as they decide to sack their ground type, Xurkitree just comes in and has a field day and can just go volt switch, and then go Thunderbolt with that beast boost because it gives it basically special Moxie, which is very nice. I also do love it alongside Tapu Koko, because Tapu Koko creates the electric terrain. So basically then Xurkitree with the Choice Scarf gets Choice Specs and also Choice Scarf at the same time when it comes to its electric moves, so it's really difficult to try and switch into that guy if you don't have that electric community, and especially when it starts getting those beast boosts. So a really nice little pairing there, and it produces sort of a little volt turn core. You can also go down the route of going for what's it called, Pheromosa, which is this guy here, in case you guys can't remember. So this one's Pheromosa. Hopefully you can't see the picture, the weird bug thing, because this guy forms a really nice core because it can U-turn, and basically forms another volt turn core where they both outspeed pretty much the entire metagame when one's scarfed and one's non-scarfed, and you can just go U-turn, you can volt switch, and it's also a very deadly combination because if your opponents say their best check to Xurkitree at the time is a grass type, say Tangrowth, you volt switch, they go into Tangrowth, you then go out, you go into Pheromosa, then you get that U-turn off, and you're just punishing any switch, and they then have to switch back out again, then you can go back to Xurkitree, and you can just almost cycle through them, because nothing, even Tangrowth does not appreciate a Life Orb U-turn from Pheromosa, so it's a very deadly core to give a go, and definitely I've tried Pheromosa plus Xurkitree plus Tapu Bulu, and that's really nasty because that really puts the pressure up, puts the pressure on a lot of teams, because obviously Tapu Bulu is best answer is some grass types like Tangrowth, which then Pheromosa handles, and also then Pheromosa and Xurkitree then appreciate having any ground types removed, so that because normally they're pretty bulky, and that's where Tapu Bulu comes in and takes them out. So between the three of them, they form a really nice sort of offensive core from there. So this is just one potential set with the Choice Scarf set that allows you to outspeed the entire, non-speedy meta. Like you outspeed Pheromosa and stuff like that with that speed, which is, pretty nice. Next up, we've got the other pretty much standard set, which is the other route to go. I don't particularly like this route as much because it does rely on you having a turn set up, and then also you're very revengeable. Is the Xurkitree set with Life Orb. So basically at the start, you just spam Thunderbolt, Energy Ball, Hidden Power, Ice, which has pretty neutral coverage across the whole tier. And what that means is that you just basically do some wall breaking, put some pressure on their team, and then later on you can click Tail Glow. If they've got a dedicated wall that's normally going to be able to take you on, once you Tail Glow up, there's a good chance you're probably still going to be able to kill. You're going to be able to kill them from there, which is very nice. And with base 83. With max speed timid, you're going to be outspeeding, majority of people's teams unless they go for the very offensive, very speedy route. And if they run out of things that outspeed you and you set up a Tail Glow, that's pretty much GG from there, unless they have something like Marowak or something like that. So it's a Alola Marowak. So it's a very nice set to go from there, but it is very revengeable, which is something I'm not particularly a fan of, I must admit. Next up, we've got a slightly alternative set, which some people run, which is basically makes it easier to set up. You go, rather than investing in that special attack, so you see the difference is like 60 special attack, but when you triple that, while it, it does sound a lot, 180 is a lot, but then it's 180 of, this guy still breaks easily over 1,000, actually is it, no, because it's 2.5, what's that, 3, 6, 4, trying to do maths. Okay, so you're breaking almost 800 special attack, whereas this one is breaking 1,000. It's still crazy numbers. So it's basically the max HP set allows you just to set up a little bit easier, and it makes it a little bit harder to revenge kill as well, which can also work in your favor. They can look at the counts and go, right, this guy just about kills, I'm gonna go into him. They go for the attack and go, wait, that doesn't kill, and then you just go and just electrify them from there. So think of something like Emperor from Star Wars, something like that. Next, we've got some more meme sets, but I would still say they're arguably fairly deadly. This one is a Xurkitree set that's a slightly alternate form of setup. So this guy's got the standard Thunderbolt and Power Ice Energy Ball, but it has the Electric Terrain. So the Electric Terrain gives you a 50% boost to your Electric type moves. So you may be thinking, why do that when you've got Tail Glow here? It's because on this set, we've got the Electrium Z. And what Electrium Z does is it allows you to either, if you want to, get a very powerful Thunderbolt off. You want to just wall break one thing, which is pretty cool. But you can also go for the Electrium Z Electric Terrain. And what that does is it sets the Electric Terrain like normal, but it also gives you a +1 speed boost. So in that turn, all your electric for the next 5 turns, your Electric type moves are 50% more powerful, and also you've got 50% more speed, which is very nice. You basically become the Scarf set, but you can change up moves. And also your electric types do 50% more damage. So that's a pretty fun set and could be quite deadly in some situations. And then finally, we've got a set that's could be argued as very deadly, but it is very situational. So this is definitely going down the more meme route, where this is a sub Tail Glow set. We've got an even number of HP, which is divisible by 4, which makes sure that when we sub up, we can sub down to exactly 25% to activate the Salak Berry, and then we get the speed boost. We can Tail Glow, so for example, if we sub up on their ground type, their ground type's there, switching in, we sub up, then we Tail Glows, they break the sub, we sub up again, they break the sub, we sub up one last final time, they break the sub, our Salak Berry activates, when we outspeed their entire team, we click Hidden Power Ice or Energy, click Hidden Power Ice there, and take them out because of the Tail Glow. And then basically we're good to go from there. We outspeed their entire team, most likely outside of any Scarfers, and then we just clean up because we're at +3 special attack and also at +1 speed as well. So those are the main sorts of sets that I've got. Hopefully you guys found this useful. Xurkitree is that people are definitely finding ways to be able to shut it down, but I still think it's got pretty good potential, and it is a very scary one when you find it on your opponent's team. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, I would really appreciate it, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.